Welcome back, humble traders. Today I'll be doing a technical breakdown on Meta platforms. Ticker symbol FB. If you are new to the channel, remember to take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more charting and price manipulations. In return, I'll tell you guys a joke. Why are weekends considered strong? Because the rest are weekdays. Do note that I'm just humble chartist and do not provide any buy or sell calls. Instead, I focus on the potential traps laid out by the market makers. Always remember the stock market is never obvious. It is designed to fool most of the people most of the time. So without further ado, let's take a look at FB. In my previous video, I actually called out 3 potential support levels, and currently we are at last support. So the first support that I gave was about 210, and 200 being the psychological support, and lastly is about 185. So currently, I think Facebook low was about 186, and we have closed very near the bottom just last Friday. Because when we close near the bottom, it's a sign that sellers are still around and sellers are still in control. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame to get a better idea of the overall uptrend. So this line was drawn to showcase the uptrend of Facebook. So what market makers will tend to do is that they will tend to break this uptrend and then collect back at these prices, knowing that retail investors would likely cut just below this uptrend channel. So you can see that they cut at this retail investors cutting at these levels, and then Meta platforms went back up again. So Meta has really dropped quite a bit, and so far there's no rebound. Currently, I do expect some retail to be stopping to cut their losses at these levels, but it seems that since that the market sentiment is still very weak, so we may potentially fall further in the event this 185 break with high volume and does not close on intradays. Because if it goes to about 180, 183, but it managed to close above 85 on the very same day, then likely that many people got stopped out. But in the event that it breaks 185 with high volume, then there's a cause for concern because you know that sellers are genuine. So in the event that it breaks those levels, if you will draw another trend line, just at the bottom of this, all these 3 bases, you can see that we would be likely falling about 150 to 160 levels, just slightly under 160 around these levels here. So in the event that we fall to those levels, you can see that before we fall to those levels, there is one support here at about 172, and the next support here is about 161 to 162. So in the event that we fall to those levels, then it may be a potential buy, and hopefully buyers come back at those levels. Let's take a look at the daily MACD to get a better idea. If you look at the daily MACD, it tells the current trend on the daily charts. You can see that there was actually a crossover here. So if there was a crossover, that means buyers may be accumulating, and these big players may potentially push the prices back up again. If you look at the weekly MACD, the weekly MACD tells us that we have in fact been trying to turn back up. You can see that the histogram here is already turning white. So this blue line is highly likely to cross over the orange line very soon. You can see that every time we had a correction, the blue line cut below the orange line and then recover back later. And then here, there was one more time here at this level. So these 2 levels act as a potential supports. However, now that you can see that the blue line cut way below the orange line a lot larger. So there was a larger sell down. So in the event that once this blue line cut above this orange line and it managed to turn over, and hoping that the market sentiments are able to reverse in next week or in upcoming weeks ahead, we may potentially see a reversal, a trend reversal for Facebook. But that being said, considering the fact that we already have had such a huge sell down, we may only see a potential rebound. So hopefully the market sentiments will be able to change next week, and it will definitely hopefully favors Meta platforms as well. So if there's any changes, I will give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe as you'll keep the uptrend on our channel intact. Leave in the comment section below your thoughts on this particular stock, or if you have any other stock TA requests. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.